Space is as important as ever, not just because spaceflight is becoming accessible to civilians. So many things we rely on daily, communication, GPS, and national defense, are life-saving assets in orbit. 5 decades after inventing the real moonwalk, space exploration is in the midst of a renaissance fueled by big tech that has bigger plans for the moon and beyond. Houston is the home of Johnson Space Center, where I saw mock-ups of current space vessels and one man brave enough to fly them. Astronaut Shane Kimbrough.
I was the commander of the Dragon, recently flown on Dragon this past year. We made it back November 8th in 21.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a few
Are
months
you the
ago.
most recent astronaut back?
I guess that's true. Yeah, our crew is. Yeah, we had 4
Wow.
on our crew, and we're the most recent returning
So
astronauts.
you're still glowing. You got
Well.
space radiation on you.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
What do you think it is about space that fascinates us?
Wow, well, it's the unknown for most people, right? I mean, you don't get a chance to do that. I think we as humans have always wanted to go to the next frontier, right? We've been doing that for several decades now, as an agency NASA has. And as you probably heard this year, some private citizens have been going up to space and getting their chance. And so it's just going to open up those doors, I think, for more people to do that. And again, we just want to do things and see things that we haven't been able to accomplish in the past.
Do you think a part of that spirit was a part of what made America the first to make it to the moon?
Well, that's certainly part of it, I think, for sure. Back in the 60s when President Kennedy said we're going to the moon, it wasn't just NASA, it was the entire country, honestly, that got behind it.
So why go back?
Well, we're going back in a different way this time. This is all really a stepping stone to get to Mars. And so everything we're going to learn on and around the moon will help us eventually get humans on the red planet.
According to Greek mythology, Apollo has a twin sister, the goddess of the moon, a fitting namesake for NASA's next phase of moon missions. The Artemis program is training crews for a new landing that could create a permanent installation with a gateway into deep space.
So tell me about Artemis.
So right now there are 3 missions that are getting staged. Artemis 1, testing out the big rocket, the Space Launch System that the Orion capsule sits on, and it's going to go out to the moon and back. But Artemis 3 is the one we're really excited about, because that's where we're going to actually land on the surface of the moon. We're going back to the moon to live and work there, to spend time there. It's not a one and done. And so to do that, we need to develop systems, hardware, operations, procedures that allows us to live there. But it's inspirational, too. We need to make sure that we can open up space exploration for everyone.
This video is inspired by our PBS series, Reconnecting Roots.
Connect with me, Gabe McCauley, and Reconnecting Roots by visiting reconnectingroots.com, where you'll discover music, blogs, behind the scenes, our podcast, and more. Join our email list and never miss a beat.